Okay. All right. Good morning. Let's go ahead and take a comfortable seat. We are going to focus on all the chakras like we normally do with Shivananda, um, and make sure that we end up after class feeling nice and balanced. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Let your seat be connected to the earth. So allow your seat and your legs, anything that's touching your mat, like feel heavy and allow that connection down into that earth energy that's strong, it's secure, it's warm. Go ahead and allow your body to sink into that. Allow your palms to rest down on your thighs or your knees, and allow that to let your shoulders release down away from your ears. And with all that, allow the crown of your head to lift up. Go ahead and close your eyes or gaze gently down towards the ground. And just notice how it feels to sit still, sit tall, sit with intention. Let your belly soften as you start to notice your breath. So without controlling it or judging it in any way, just notice your breath moving in and moving out of the body. Just notice every single breath. This is a way to allow the mind to become present, start to notice what's going on right now. Allow the mind something to focus on it so it begins to lessen its planning and worrying and thinking that it loves to do. Just become very present. So notice the rhythm, the texture of the breath. Notice the length of the inhale versus the exhale. Again, no judgment, just noticing what is. Now let's go ahead and bring our palms together right in front of our heart. And go ahead and bow towards your heart now. We'll begin class as we always do, remembering the 5 things you're most grateful for right now. Bring them into your heart. Bring them into your space to fill up your space with gratitude this morning. And go ahead and release your hands. We'll move right into our pranayama exercise, doing Kapalabhati this morning, that lung cleanser. So you're going to touch your pointer and your thumb together, open your palms, and we're going to do 50 pumpings. Remember to snap your diaphragm in to exhale, and just let the diaphragm relax to inhale. We'll do 50 pumpings and then some retentions, 3 rounds. So go ahead and close your eyes again. Take a big full breath in, long breath out. We're ready for the first round. So sit up tall, take a breath in, and begin your own pace. Exhale completely. Take a big full breath in. And now exhale it all out, emptying the lungs completely. Now take in a comfortable breath, about 3/4 of normal breath, and retain it. You won't hold it long. Focus your attention between your eyebrows. Relax those shoulders. And gently, with control, exhale completely. Take a full deep breath in. Long breath out. Second round now. Sit up tall, take a breath in, and begin. Exhale completely. Take a full deep breath in and out. Take another full breath in. And now retain the breath. Right, and focus your attention again right between your eyebrows to calm your mind. Let those shoulders come down away from your ears. Gently exhale completely. Taking a full deep breath. Exhale it out. Final round now. Sit up tall again. Take in a breath and begin. Exhale completely. Big breath in. Exhale it out. A comfortable breath in, retain, and focus your attention between your eyebrows. Soften everything. Connect with your stillness now. And gently, with control, exhale completely. Take some breaths on your own now and keep your eyes closed. Just notice. Notice any changes from the Kapalabhati or Pranayama. Go ahead and release your mudra. And let's go ahead and come on all fours. I always want to start with some cat cows. Just explore, see how the spine is feeling this morning. So let's get on all fours. Get your shoulders right above your wrists. Spread your fingers wide. Get your knees right underneath your hips. Start with a neutral spine. And then take a big inhale. You want to look up, lengthen the belly, and let it soften. Let those shoulders away from your ears. Big, full, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, go ahead and round everything. Tuck your chin in, tuck your tailbone in. See if you can broaden your shoulders away from each other. Inhale, looking up. Lengthening that belly, let it soften, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, round it all. Tucking, broadening the back. Go ahead and move with your own pace. Close your eyes. Allow that to really connect with and feel what's going on with your spine and anything connected, right? Feeling anything might feel a little sticky. See if you can move your breath where you're feeling that. It just isn't quite moving as smoothly as you'd like it to. Just soften it with your breath. No judgment. Just take your breath there. Give some love to it. Make sure you're moving with the breath. Slow, deep breath, slow movement here. Really feeling what's going on with the body. Maybe the next couple at the top of that inhale, go ahead and swish those hips back from side to side. And then maybe at the end of the exhale, maybe nod and shake that head. Just starting to feel into the sacrum and the neck here with this movement. Yeah, just exploring the body this morning with some safe movement of the spine. And go ahead and come back to neutral. We're gonna go ahead and open up our upper back a little with Anahata. So keep the knees, the hips right above the knees and walk your hands out as far as you can. You're gonna eventually get your heart all the way down, but this morning it's probably gonna be your forehead or your chin. So get one of those down and then keep walking your fingertips out, getting the elbows off the mat and trying to get the heart down. Just notice what is preventing the heart from getting all the way down there and soften that area with your breath. Big full breath here. Allow the upper back to open, softening right behind your heart. We tend to hunch over our phones and our laptops, and let's let that open right now with your breath. And go ahead and walk your hands back up. Come back to your neutral spine, shoulders right above your wrists, and just take a breath and notice. Notice that upper back. And we're going to move into a gentle twist. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, you're going to walk your right hand underneath the left arm. Keep walking it out. The palm is open to your right ear comes onto the mat. And then make sure the thumb and the pinky finger on the right hand are open and touching the earth. And then take your left hand on your sacrum. And you'll notice that hips have moved to the left a little bit. So moving back to the right. And then keep taking that right elbow and lifting it up, 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 up. That's going to open the upper back again. Nice twist here. So breathe into it. Big full breath. And then let's unwind. Take the left hand to the mat and slowly bring yourself back up to neutral. Take a breath after you twist and just notice. Let's do the other side. Big inhale. Take the left hand. You're opening the palm. The palm is up. Keep walking that hand until the left ear can come down. The left ear down will keep that neck neutral. And then take the right hand onto your sacrum and notice the hips have moved to the right. So move them back to the left a little bit. And then take that right elbow up. Any amount, you'll feel that right between those shoulder blades. So the thumb and the pinky are on the earth on the left hand. Keep breathing. Close your eyes again so you can really stay present. Feel how good this asana feels. This gentle twist. And then go ahead and release the right hand to the mat and push yourself back up to a neutral spine. Take in a breath. Then go ahead and walk your hands to the top of your mat. Spread the fingers wide. Get those wrist creases parallel to the top of the mat. Curl your toes under. You're going to just lift those hips up. Keep the knees bent a lot at first and focus on the hands instead. Grip all 10 fingers and let it charge up the muscles of your arms and allow you to move your heart back towards those bent knees. If you're trying to get the heart all the way back, get the sacrum way up. Your sitting bones are way up so the sacrum stays open. You're up on the balls of your feet and you're breathing.
Opening through your armpits. Let the head dangle. Steady, full breath. And then stay on the ball of your left foot and just drop the right heel down. So the left knee stays bent, right heel down any amount. You feel a nice stretch in that right calf. You're keeping all 10 fingers gripped. Your armpits are still open. Head is still dangling. Then come up on the ball of the right foot. And go ahead and drop that left heel any amount. Leave a nice gentle stretch in the back of that calf. Steady breath. And then come up with the ball of both feet. And you're going to walk yourself up to the top of your mat or close to it. You're going to get your feet hip width apart, which means 2 fist widths in between those feet. Toes turn in a little bit, and then grab your elbows and let yourself just hang out here. You're trying to let the elbows move towards the mat and the crown of your head towards the mat. Your heels are grounded firmly. Slight bend in those knees as you warm up those hamstrings. And allow the hamstrings to open safely. Keep the knees slightly bent, the heels grounded, and gently lift those sitting bones up. Keep the heels grounded, let the head hang. Full breath here. Then release your arms, keep that slight bend in your knees. You're going to uncurl to a standing position, 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your arms and your head hang as you come up, keeping that slight bend in the knees, protecting your lower back. And when you come up tall, go ahead and uncurl that head. Open your palms, let the shoulders come down. Lift your toes for a moment. And then release the toes gently. Close your eyes so you can stand tall here. Focus on your full breath. And take a big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. And as you inhale, up and back, a gentle stretch through the upper back. As you exhale, come down and bend those knees a lot. Back to your forward bend. This time, plant your hands on either side of those feet. And then as you inhale, you want to look forward. Maybe take the hands up on the shins so you can lengthen the back here. And exhale, release back down. Big inhale as you stretch the right leg back to the back of the mat. So you're in a low lunge now with the left knee right above the left ankle. The back right knee is off the mat at first. We want to stretch through that heel. Get the shoulders right above the wrists. Stretch through that right heel so you can start to open and lengthen through the quadricep in the front of the thigh here. And go ahead and release the knee. Uncurl those toes. Now you're going to feel it a little more in the groin here as we work into the psoas. So gently lean forward into this left knee just a little bit so you can open a little more in that psoas area of the right front groin area. Shoulders stay away from the ears. And then go ahead and take the hips back above the back knee. And scoot the left foot forward. Toes up, heel grounded. Now getting into your hamstring now. Good morning, hamstring. So you can take that, if your hamstrings are getting open from all this great asana work, you can start to move it forward any amount. It's going to be a little more stretch through here. Take your heart towards your toes. Take a look back at this right hip. Make sure it's not leaning out to the right. It's right above the back knee. And breathe. Breathe into this hamstring. Let it soften. And let's gracefully come back to all fours. Get those hands to the top of your mat again and come into your downward dog. So lifting the hips up, balls of the feet, knees slightly bent, and then focus on those arms again. Take the heart back, and then you can drop the heels any amount, any amount, any amount. Then you're going to come to a plank. Go ahead and bring the shoulders right above the wrists. The heels stay back, crown of your head forward. Steady your breath here. Find your strength. So the heels are back. Your body is completely flat. Your shoulders above the wrist, crown of the head reaching away from your heels. Find that steady breath. Steady gaze on the earth. Quiet the mind. And then slowly bend your knees. Bring the heart down between your hands and then flatten the belly so you can come into a baby cobra. Bring your thumbs back the center of the chest. Bring the hands off the earth, all 10 toenails down. Tuck the elbows back by the rib cage, back by your hips. Crown of the head stretching away from your toes. Breathe. Close your eyes. And release your hands. Put yourself to all fours. And then go ahead and stretch into a nice long downward dog just for a moment. And tiptoe your feet up to the top of your mat again. Let yourself hang here for just a moment. And uncurl one vertebrae at a time, all the way back up to Tadasana. Big breath in. Exhale, hands in front of your heart together. Inhale, up and back again, slight back bend, upper back. Exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, place your hands on your shins and stretch the spine long, stretching the crown of the head away from your hips. Exhale, release down, place the hands firmly. As you inhale, take the left leg to the back of your mat now. Make sure the right knee is right above the ankle. Hands are placed on the earth. And the back knee, the left knee is off the mat at first as we stretch through that quadricep. Stretch the heel back away from the head. Long stretch to that leg. And then go ahead and drop the knee, uncurl those toes. And now we move into the psoas. So those shoulders away from the ears again. Lean into the right knee just a little bit so you can feel that nice stretch in the front of the left groin. Steady breath here. And then go ahead and take your hips back above your back knee. Scoot the front heel, the right foot forward. Ground that heel in, lift the toes. And then take your heart towards your toes, any amount. Stretching into the back of the right leg now, giving some love to this hamstring. Steady your breath. Close your eyes. And go ahead and come back to all fours again. You're going to come into a downward dog again. Spread the fingers wide. Lift the hips up. Bend those knees. Take the heels down any amount. Stretching the spine long. Now, keep those heels down towards the earth. Keep the chin tucked and come into your plank. Keep that chin tucked the whole way until your shoulders get right above the wrist. And lengthen your neck, crown of the head reaching away from those heels. Steady your breath. Find your strength. Find your stillness. Calm mind. And then go ahead and bend those knees. Drop them to your mat. Bring your chest between your hands. Flatten your belly. And then come into a sphinx. Bring those elbows right underneath the shoulders. Wiggle your tush nice and soft. All 10 toenails are on the mat. And now push those elbows to allow the lower back to lengthen here. Give some lower back, some love to the lower back. Let it lengthen here. Shoulders away from the ears. And now go ahead and close the eyes. Let no tension in your tush. Close your eyes and breathe. Opening your heart here. Steady breath. Stay present. And closing your eyes and just feeling this asana. And since we're here, you need a little more core work. Go ahead and curl your toes under. We're going to come into forearm plank. So it's important to get those elbows right underneath the shoulders, proper alignment. Fingers are spread wide. All you do is lift up, lift those hips up. So the forearms are down, elbows and forearms are down, and the balls of your feet. So same principle, take those heels back, get the shoulders away from your ears, and then just steady your breath. Calmly gaze down at the earth. You want to have the crown of your head stretching away from your heels. So lengthen the back of your neck. And the big thing is just to breathe. Calm your mind. Just some big full breaths here that allow some fresh light energy to come in. Give you your strength, your discipline. A couple more breaths if you can. And then go ahead and drop your knees. We're going to come right into child's pose and lengthen to that lower back after that good core work. So bring your knees quite far apart, big toes together. And then you're going to walk those hips back. So they come and they settle on your heels here. And then if your forehead isn't going to come down, you can grab your block or just stack up your fists. So you want to have your hips stay on your heels and allow your forehead to come down. Let your hands come back by your heels and just settle into your child's pose. Lengthening through the lower back and most importantly, just quieting everything. Stay present here. Don't let that mind wander into its thinking and planning, but allow it to just stay present with your breath and this feeling of this safe, calm, comforting asana here. Big full breath. Try and slow the breath down after all that effort. Learning to control the breath. Slow it down now. Let's go ahead. Come up and find your way onto your back. Or Savasana. So as you come into Savasana, you want to have your feet at least as wide apart as your mat. And have your palms open, up 45 degrees from the body. And then wiggle your tush down so your hips are nice and comfortable. And then close your eyes or gaze gently up at the ceiling. And try and relax from your toes to the crown of your head. Just let everything release. All the muscles let go. As you scan from the toes to top of the head, you know where you tend to grip. Just soften those gripping areas with your breath. Encourage them to just let go for now. The earth will hold you if you allow it. Just allow it and let go here. And then focus on your breath. We'll practice our full yogic breath every time we come to Savasana. So begin your inhale, expanding the belly up towards the sky. Keep inhaling to the middle of your chest. It'll expand outward. Keep inhaling to the top of the lungs so the collarbones lift just a little bit. As you exhale, reverse that. So at the end of the exhale, the belly comes in towards the spine, emptying the lungs completely. So it's a slow 3 counts in: belly, middle chest, upper chest. The slow 3 counts out. Let all your attention be on your breath. Encouraging the mind to stay present. Allow yourself to connect with that peaceful place in you. Let's go ahead and bring our feet about hip width apart now. Go ahead and bend the right knee. You're going to hug it into your belly. So clasp your hands around the shin and hug it in nice and close. And then bring your head up. You're trying to bring your nose to your knee or close to it. Take some deep breaths. where you think your ascending colon is. That's what we're stimulating here with Asana. Big full breath. And go ahead and lower the head. You're going to stretch your right arm out straight from the shoulder. Open the palm. You're going to keep your shoulder down and the back of your hand down as you bring your right knee over to the left side of the body. You're using the left hand on the outside of that right knee. Slowly, slowly. You got to keep the shoulder down. That's most important. You can look gently over towards that right hand and let gravity in your breath slowly bring that knee closer to the ground, keeping the shoulders, both shoulders on the ground as well. Close your eyes and breathe into this beautiful stretch. Twisting is an important movement to do with the spine every day, twisting it left and right, keeping the spine healthy and releasing toxins out of the body. So go ahead and bring the knee back to the center. And now let's straighten the leg. Got to give the hamstring a little more love. So straighten the leg as much as you can. Bring the toes towards the face, heel up. And then maybe you want to take your fingers to the back of that thigh and give the hamstring a little massage there. Any extra love for the hamstring. Get it to soften. Then bring your both palms to the earth and slowly lower that right leg down, using a little more core there. And then relax everything. Notice. Come to your full yogic breath just for a couple. Allow yourself to notice. Then go ahead and bend the left knee. Give it a hug close to the belly. Bring the nose up towards that knee. Deep breaths now in your descending colon. Lower the head now. And now stretch the left arm out straight from the shoulder. Palm is open. You're going to keep that shoulder down as you bring the left knee over to the right side of the body. You can look gently towards that left hand. Now breathe. Allow your breath and your intention to allow the body to soften here. Close your eyes. Big full breath. Just feel this. You've got to pay attention and be present to receive all the benefits of this beautiful stretch. Go ahead and bring the knee back to the center and go ahead and let's straighten that leg. You can stretch through the left hamstring now, toes towards your face, heel up, and a gentle massage with your fingertips. Anything that'll help you soften that hamstring. Hands come to the earth again. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower that leg all the way back down to the earth. Go ahead and relax here in Savasana. A couple of full yogic breaths here. And then let's go ahead and move right into shoulder stand. So if you've got your block, if you want to use a block, I'm going to talk you through the full shoulder stand as well today. If you want to use a block instead, you're going to bend your knees, lift your sacrum up, place your sacrum on the block, and then legs straight up, tucking your shoulders underneath, arms down along the block, relaxing the feet. Coming into the full, very similar. Without the block, though, you're going to tuck your shoulders underneath, lift your hips up, and get your hands on your lower back. I tend to put my knees towards my forehead to do that, and then straight up with those legs. So go ahead and get the hands flat on the lower back, on the sacrum area. Now, wherever you are, you've got the back of the head firmly on the earth. So the throat can be open. Your feet are relaxed. No tension in those toes. Close your eyes. You want to now focus your breath now all the way up into your throat. We have a very powerful chakra there, Vishuddha. Governs our communication, allows us to speak our truth. So take your breath all the way up into your throat, noticing energy up in the throat and the upper chest. Just notice. Breathe fully. Very powerful asana, restorative posture with your hips up above your heart. Allows your parasympathetic nervous system to kick in, slow down your heart rate and reduce your blood pressure. Very powerful to get your hips up above your heart. Now those on the block, stay there for a few more breaths. If you've got your full shoulder stand, bring your knees towards your forehead, and you're going to stretch into Halasana, the plow. So you're trying to get your balls of your feet on the earth. If they aren't there, just keep your hands on your lower back and keep supporting the lengthening of the hamstring towards getting your feet towards the earth. If your feet touch, you can release your hands, clasp them together, and get your elbows and wrists down. Keep stretching those heels towards the earth and breathe. Wherever you are, just steady, full breath, allowing the magic of this asana, hips up above the heart, to do its work. You're in Halasana. Put your knees on your forehead. Place your hands now on the earth, palms down, and you're going to use them as brakes to uncurl one vertebrae at a time. If you're on your block, go ahead and bring your feet back to the earth. Gently lift your hips up and take the block out. Release your sacrum back to the earth. We're all going to meet their sacrum on the earth and our feet on the earth as well. Just pause here, bring your knees together. Bring one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, reminding yourself to a full yogic breath here. Go ahead and stretch one leg at a time, long on your mat, feet hip width apart. Bring your palms to the up, your back of your hands on the earth. And steady your breath here. Practice your full yoga breath. Back in Savasana. Now let's come to Matsuyas in the fish. Beautiful heart opener now. So we're going to tuck our arms underneath the body. So roll from side to side to get your arms tucked underneath. Get your elbows comfortable underneath there. Way underneath. So if I were able to stand over you, I wouldn't see your elbows at all. Palms are flat on the earth. Probably your thumbs are touching or crossing. Then go ahead and lift your head up to look at your feet for a moment. And then you're going to open your heart and drop the crown of your head or something close to it on the earth. Now let the legs and the feet just relax completely. Most of the weight is on your elbows. With every inhale, you're going to push those elbows to open your heart, open your lungs here, shoulders away from the ears. Close your eyes and your mouth. And allow this asana to open your heart. So opening and balancing the Anahata chakra in the heart center. Place of compassion, love and peace. So with every breath, see if you can open your chest cavity more, to open your lungs and your heart, noticing any open spaces in that heart. Fill it up with love for you this morning. Big full breath. All the way to the tip of your chin with every breath here. All right, come out of this. You want to push with the elbows. Lift up your head, look at your feet, and then lower everything down. Take those arms out, palms up, right back to Savasana. Let everything let go here and come to that full yogic breath. Also stimulate the crown of your head, Sahasrara, your own personal bliss center. That chakra is of the crown of your head. Allow that blissful energy now in the Savasana to flow down through your face, down into your belly, all the way to your toes. Stay present. Focus on the full yogic breath here. So you can just encourage the mind not to think and plan and worry yet. No need yet. This is your time. Just to connect with your peace. Let's go ahead and give the body a gentle stretch. Arms above your head. Stretching the fingers and toes along. And then roll to your right side and push yourself up gently. And come to a seated forward bend posture, Chamasana. Another powerful asana for all the internal work it does. Go ahead and roll onto your sitting bones. Have your feet together and your toes straight up. And you want to start sitting up nice and tall with those shoulders away from your ears. Place your hands on either side of your calves and then walk your hands forward any amount. Your goal is to have your heart leading you. Lead with your heart towards those toes. And when you can't come any further with your heart leading, meaning you're going to start rounding, just go ahead and relax here. Here is perfect. Let the arms relax. Let the head and neck relax. So you're going to bow your head. You can keep your heart moving forward even with your head bowed. I don't want any tension in your neck here at all. And don't pull with your hands. You're just releasing here. Gravity and your breath are going to do the work here. This is a letting go pose. So just release into it. Let everything soften. So of course you're feeling your hamstrings here. Another good hamstring softener. But all the work is being done internally in the belly. You're stimulating all this and balancing all your internal organs in the belly, all your digestive elimination organs and your pancreas. Balancing your blood sugars. Also working down in your chakra centers that are deep in the belly, your pelvis. We hold lots of old traumas and dramas. Just let all that go. Every breath is an opportunity to let go of what we don't need anymore. So just exhale it all out. Soften with every exhale. And slowly let yourself come back up to a tall seat. Go ahead and sit tall for a moment, allowing the spine to lengthen here, crown of the head lifting away from your hips. Close your eyes, feel your big open heart. And let's move into a nice hip opener. So we're going to bring our feet together, soles of our feet together, and we're going to have your feet so away from the hips, not close into your groin. So your knees are making a diamond. Now sit the sitting bones down firmly. Place the hands by the feet here. Keep the hips down as you come forward any amount, any amount. This is going to be opening into these hips right here. So soften those as you come forward. Any amount again. It's okay if you round your back here. You want to let the head hang. Coming down fully will allow your forehead to land right in that arch of your foot. Wherever you come to, just allow yourself to close your eyes and focus on taking your breath into your hips. Chakra here on our sacrum area is what we're balancing and stimulating here is Savasana. It's our nourishment center, place of self-nourishment, our self-care. When this is balanced, our hips will feel like flowing water into just a bowl full of water, nice and soft and open. To do that, we need to just let go of all the stuff that gets stuck in our hips. So as we're here opening our hips, move your jaw around. Let our jaw tend to take on the hip energy. Allow your jaw to move around and take your breath in those hips. Exhale out what you don't need every breath. And then slowly come back up. Hope you felt those in your hips too, very tight. Okay, bring your knees back together. Walk your feet in so you can give yourself a big hug. Nice long spine here, sitting up nice and tall. We'll do one more spinal twist. So go ahead and straighten your right leg and take your left foot right, cross it right at the knee. Give your left knee a hug now. Make sure the right toes stay straight up. Wrap your right arm around the left knee and place your left hand behind you. So it's right at the center of your sacrum. Sit up tall. And then as you exhale, you want to take the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. You can keep looking at your toes. You want to keep those straight up. So when we practice our twist, we want our sacrum to stay level. And so use your core to keep both sitting bones down. And you want your neck to stay pretty neutral. So the twist is coming in the upper middle back. So keep taking the left shoulder back, right shoulder forward, using the upper right back for this twist. Keep a tall spine. That's what the left arm is doing for you, is keeping that tall spine. Every inhale, sit up tall. Every exhale, twist a little more. You can let the neck go as long as the chin stays neutral, right in the center of the chest. You can close your eyes and feel this beautiful twist. Go ahead and unwind now. Just place your hands on the right side just for a brief counter. And then go ahead and straighten both legs, sit up tall. I'll bend the right knee, cross the foot right at that left knee. Go ahead and give yourself a hug here to sit up tall. Those left toes stay straight up. Wrap your left arm around the right knee. Place your right hand right behind the sacrum and use it to sit up tall. Big inhale. As you exhale, now the left shoulder comes back, right shoulder comes back, left shoulder forward, using the left upper back for this twist. Again, you can check that left foot, make sure it's straight up, no twisting. That means your sacrum's nicely aligned. Use your core to keep those hips down. Every inhale, sit up tall.
Every exhale, allow this twist to happen. Like you're wringing toxins out of your spine, wringing all the stuff we don't need. Just wringing it right out. And then gently unwind. Bring your hands to the left side. Just a nice counter here, gentle. Then go ahead and stretch both knees out, legs out, and then bend your knees, giving yourself a hug. This will allow you to really lengthen through the spine and realign it after that twisting. Should feel good. Shoulders away from the ears. And let's come into a little squat here as we come up to a standing pose. So feet are hip width apart or more. Toes may be turned out. That'll help. If you've got some tight Achilles tendons, tuck a blanket underneath if your heels are not going to land on the earth. Palms together, elbows right in between the knees here. Sit up tall, bow your head. Shoulders away from those ears. Then we're going to come into a forward bend in order to come to a standing pose. So go ahead and straighten the legs, bend the knees just a little bit, let the head hang, and then uncurl one vertebrae at a time. Get those feet about hip width apart, just stand in Tadasana here for a moment, standing tall. We're going to come into some warriors to finish, warrior twos. So go ahead and step wide apart. So your feet are very wide apart. They may even get wider as we move into this. All toes are turned in just a little bit. Then turn your right toes to the short side of the mat, and you're going to probably step out a little more. We're going to come into warrior two. So your hips are open the arms, palms are down. You're going to look over the middle finger of your right hand as you bend into that right knee. So you're going to track the knee right over the pinky toe. Yeah, and the knee comes above the right ankle, not in front of it. So check that on yourself. Back of the left foot is firmly grounded. And now lift out so you're not sinking into the hips. You've got a nice long spine even as you're bending in to that front knee. Steady your breath. Steady your gaze right over the middle finger. You got you're firmly grounded. Shoulders are not up by the ears. Core is engaged. Steady breath. So you can have both feet, the weight evenly distributed. Yeah. You're bending in that front knee as much as you can, strengthening your legs. Now drop the left hand on the back leg, anywhere that's comfortable, and lift that right arm up. Just opening through the side body here. Big full breath. And then release your right elbow to the right thigh. Open your palms up towards the ceiling. You're keeping that bend in the front knee, keeping a long line. Stretch your left arm along your ear. Reach through those fingers. Your fingers are stretching away from the left heel. Open your heart now and breathe. Steady your breath. Engage your core. And then you're going to push with that front leg. Come up, straighten the leg now, turn your toes in. Stand tall here for a moment. Feel the strength in your legs. Now turn the left toes out. Let's do the other side. Now you know where you're going. Stretch your arms out long, shoulders stay down, palms are towards the earth, and then bend into that left knee. Make sure the knee tracks the pinky side. That keeps the hips nice and open. The outside of that right foot is grounded. Lifting out of your pelvis, so you're not sinking down into it. Keep that knee so it's right above the left ankle, not in front of it. If it starts to go in front, that means you need to move the foot out more. Sink down into it. Find your strength. Gaze right over the middle finger and breathe. Steady mind. The weight is evenly distributed between your feet. Keep breathing. Trust the strength. Trust your strength. Drop the back hand. Lift the front arm. Nice stretch to the side body here. Breathing fully. That bend in the left knee is staying exactly the way it was. And then you're going to release the left elbow on the left thigh. Open your palm. And then stretch your right arm right along your ear. So you're reaching from your right heel through your right fingertips. Open your heart and breathe. Find your strength. Find your breath. Engage your core. A little smile always helps when that's challenging. Find your breath. Steady that breath. Come up. Beautiful. Turn your toes in. Go ahead and stand tall here for a moment. Open your heart. And then go ahead and walk your feet back so they're hip width apart. Standing tall in Tadasana here. Open your heart. Open the palms. Lift your toes for a moment, then release them so you can stand tall with your eyes closed. Breathe in your wholeness. Breathe in your strength. Breathe in your peace. Now find your way down for your final Savasana. As you do, get your feet as wide apart as your mat. Remove any props so they're not going to be touching your body. Your palms open 45 degrees from your body. And then go ahead and wiggle those heels away from the hips. Lengthen through the lower back, wiggle the hips down, lift the chest up a little bit so you can plant those shoulder blades firmly down so they will support your big open heart. Move your head from side to side, rolling it from side to side, and find that perfect spot for your head. And then let everything just settle here. Let go of any effort and control of the breath now. Let it just flow. And then focus on your toes. Relax the toes. The toes are relaxed. That's the feet, the ankles, the calves, and the shins. The feet, ankles, calves, and shins are relaxed. Relax the knees, the thighs, the hips, and the pelvis. The knees, thighs, hips, and pelvis are relaxed. Relax the abdomen and the chest. The abdomen and the chest are relaxed. Relax the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, the entire spine. The whole back now is relaxed. Relax the hands, the arms, and the shoulders. The hands, arms, and shoulders are relaxed. Relax the neck and the throat. The neck and the throat are relaxed. Relax the jaw, the tongue, the lips, the cheeks, the nose, ears, eyes, eyebrows, forehead. The face is relaxed now. Relax the heart. Relax the lungs. Relax the stomach, the intestines, kidneys, liver, pancreas, brain. All the internal organs are relaxed. The whole body now is completely relaxed. Now quiet the mind. Let it be still, like a very deep lake. Has no ripples, no currents. There are no thoughts. The mind is still. Slowly bring your awareness back to your body and back to your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently move your arms and your legs. And give yourself a gentle stretch with your arms up over your head. Stretch your fingers and your toes long. And then bring your knees into your belly and give yourself a big, loving hug. Gently roll to your right side. Cradle your head in your arm. Take a breath there. And then gently push yourself up to a seat. Come back to your intentional seat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Bow to your heart. And let's finish by bringing some gratitude to you right now, to your effort, to showing up for yourself this morning, taking time for self-care, taking time to connect with your true essence. It's peaceful and it's content and it's always there. Just need to quiet the mind and allow yourself to connect. Namaste samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a lovely day.
Thanks, Julianne.
Thank you. See you.
Good to start the day with y'all.
Oh, yes, you too. Thank you both. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.